At 81 years old, this is a different set of factors for President Biden. Why was he struggling Thursday?
Well, I think both candidates struggled. I don't think either candidate had a very good night on the debate night. But I also do know that it does matter when we're looking at presidential performance and not necessarily debate performance.
But respectfully, Governor, the president doesn't do many interviews. He doesn't do things where we have to see him be quick on his feet. He's not here. You are. Well, he's not on the campaign trail as often as surrogates like you are. Isn't that demonstrating that there are alternatives, Democratic alternatives, who are younger and able to go out and be quick on their feet and on the trail?
I know I got a chance to see the president when times were difficult and see him in trials. And I've seen him being able to be a remarkable partner to us. And that's what I remember. And that's why I continue to believe that the Biden administration deserves another 4 years. And I'm excited about what that can deliver for the American people.
Why was the president struggling?
I think the president had a tough night. I think all of us have difficult nights. Well, I think that the president had a difficult night, just like every single one of us do.
Governor, I know that Democrats believe that abortion is a winning issue in this election. Here's what the American people heard from the president when he was asked about abortion.
Look, there's so many young women who have been, including a young woman who just was murdered, and he went to the funeral. The idea that she was murdered by an immigrant coming in. They talk about that, but here's the deal: there's a lot of young women who are being raped by their in-laws, by their spouses, brothers and sisters. It's just ridiculous, and they can do nothing about it.
Abortion is an important issue for Democrats. This should have been a layup. He was struggling to make the point. How do you explain that?
Margaret, that wasn't a great moment for the president. And no one can argue that it can. He was also standing feet away from someone who was talking about politicians who take babies away after they're born and killing them. He was also standing feet away from somebody who was debating whether or not the limit on reproductive health should be 6 weeks or 9 weeks or 12 weeks, or saying that any politician should have a say about what happens with a woman and her body when that conversation is exclusively between her and her doctor.
Right.
And so it was not a great moment for the president, and we can't defend that.
Yeah.
Well, I think, and Donald Trump is also claiming responsibility for the turn down of Roe v. Wade. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it wasn't a great moment for the president. But let's be clear, his position on making sure the reproductive health and reproductive rights should be ironclad, his position that we should have Roe v. Wade as the law of the land is very, very clear. With Donald Trump, I want to be also clear that that is not his position.